Good whatever to you. Whenever you're watching this, I am your, it says co-host, but I'm actually the host of my own show on this one. This is Gameplay Stream with Dillon. I teased this one for a few weeks, and I was going to phase out gameplay, but Dayla was like, "A dick teased us. How about that wrestling RPG game?" So, before I get too far, that song was "We March Together" by Patrikios, as always, from Pure Happy Music. So, yeah, getting back into the gameplay show. And I do believe I will be doing something with Annie coming up on her gameplay show. So that is good crossover. And Dabble Storian was here early, asking if I have quit like Joey C. No, just very much. Oh, and I didn't change it on Twitch. I had 1 whole minute to change this category on Twitch, and I didn't do it. You blew it. No Dabble Storian, not quitting. I am just technical difficulties. Technically, I'm an idiot, and this happens very often on the gameplay streams where I will not start on time over and over and over again. Just very simple things, but I keep messing it up when I think I got it together. So we are going to get in a new game. I've played this very little. I thought this was going to be what took up all of my time with gaming, and then Civ 6 surprisingly dropped their leadership pack for consoles. They said it wasn't going to be for consoles, but I've been playing the shit out of that. And it's boring as hell to watch that gameplay footage live. Like maybe cutting it together, but Civ 6 live, nah, not gonna do it. Okay, we have the podcast chorus, very much like Shakespeare had his chorus. Welcome to the toy room, where every action figure, toy miniature, and plushie dreams of wrestling greatness. From the board game jungles of Junglogy. Legally distinct from Jumanji. And they must have got the wrestler's permission. They're not legally distinct Jake Roberts. We've got legally distinct Macho Man, but real Macho Man as well. Get to the wintry winds of the great north. What a terrible DDP impression. Dabble Storian asking if I will review his Joey C merch. Dabble Storian has put out some Joey C merch, very much like Patrick Melton put out some Steel Toe merch to mess with the guy. And yeah, we don't know if he's still going to be around or not, but that merch is indeed out there. Oh, and now we got Jeff Jarrett. Everett Toy lives, breathes, and craves practicing their slams and paying homage to the legends that came before them. Oh, and it's our boy, Conrad Thompson. I heard he just won an award for worst podcast host. And the thing is that he has just overexposed himself. And with a body that large, you don't want to overexpose it or wear stripes. Both those are bad things to do with a body quite like that. And I'm kind of throwing stones in a glass house. I am slightly fat. Yeah, I think I'm in the official fat range, slightly above average. A small fat guy. Ooh, bucket hats over at the Joey Seashore store. I am a fan of bucket hats. Save with Conrad, First Family Mortgage, where I forget what the fuck his tagline is, but you can listen to the many tales of creativity and imagination have sprung from the toy room, and many fabled battles have been taking place here, both in and out of the ring. One such tale and its many battles, both of the plastic and of the heart, is about to begin. So let's see. Wait, Conrad doesn't actually have a podcast show with Jake Roberts, does he? This is fiction. And a quest of this size takes not one hero, but two. I never used to be a fan of RPGs. It's only in recent times that I got into RPGs, roguelikes, beat 'em ups. I liked, but RPGs up until recent years, I was not a fan. Moxley, Columbus, Ohio. Really? That must be originally where he's from, because the Macho Man was always billed from Sarasota, Florida, and he spent some time in Tennessee. He ran opposition, as it's called. He was outlaw. Jim Cornette really got into his outlaw days and how no one would touch him because he ran opposition to the established territory in Tennessee. Ooh, yeah. We are here to see the cream rise to the top. So if you want to find me, don't look sideways. Don't look behind you. Just look up. No way, Macho Man. Forfeit the match and give me that championship belt to its rightful owner, me. Listen, Lizard, you've got to earn this belt with your madness in the ring. It belongs only to the best. Yeah! That's why I'll be the champ for a long time. Dig it! 10,000 years as world champion. And he took the ooh yeah for me. Are those little shades a little too dark? Can't you see I have this place rigged to blow? Explosives don't scare me, you stitched up cotton ball. You can't win by cheating. He's going to blow up the entire audience. This is like Batman Forever. He's fucking Two-Face. You always think you're such a hero, don't you, Macho Man? You can't win when the deck is stacked against you. This is bad. And now that's the bottom thread, because Stone Age said so. Can't win, Stone Age. You are just a grain of sand in the desert of macho madness. Flying elbow drop from the Macho Man. Oh, and now we get our characters. We do not play as Macho Man. We play as a toy knockoff Macho Man. Young Randy Santos.
Wow, did you guys see that? Forget it, Randy. We'll never get tickets to this light.
Come on, we can still wrestle outside. Bucket Hat Joey C merch. Yes, I am in for a bucket hat. What happened to my last bucket hat? I had a Fat Tuesday bucket hat that I don't have anymore. Go for it, Randy.
Oof, good thing this isn't the plastic mattress. Man, how do the pros do some of those high-flying moves without hurting each other?
It's all fake, dude.
What? Watch your mouth.
Yeah, Peanuts, shut up. You really think it's real? Really?
Of course it's real.
It's all about as real as Todd. Hey, counterfeit toys are still real. Shut up, Todd. And you, Randy. Even if wrestling was real, which it isn't, you'll never be a pro. No kid from our town could ever. And don't let anyone tell you from that, because Eli Drake, 2 towns over from me, LA Knight, is the best wrestler on the roster right now. In ring is really good, and boy, what a charismatic personality. It's funny how long he was LA Knight from Hagerstown, Maryland. They finally changed that eventually to be Los Angeles, where LA Knight is from.
You couldn't be more wrong. Wrestling is real, and they'll be the greatest champion ever. Oh, see.
Thanks for joining, Annie. As I mentioned, I was thinking of phasing this gameplay out of my channel, but requests by people who I teased with it, I was like, oh, maybe I'll go ahead and go forward with it. Since I was like, yes, I will do that for weeks on end, and I will be joining Annie for Civ 6 talk coming up soon. Oh, yeah, the new outfit feels estupendo. Excuse me. But I better get out of the main part of the gym. Mr. Stretch wants me to train the new students. The radar in the bottom corner will help you. Blah, 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 blah. All right, we are in the tutorial. I learned this once before. There's a run button, and there is stuff I can slightly interact with. It's really not worth it. I went through trying to get something to happen. Not much was going on with the interactions. Hey, y'all, Randy, get in the ring and show these greenhorns the ropes. You got it, Mr. Stretch. Randy Santos is going to get the Randy Savage voice. All right, rookies, you want to learn how to wrestle? You want to discover how to win the crowd's loyalty and hear the cheers shake the very foundation of the universe? You want to become a coiled spring of excitement, the most electrifying thing in the world of wrestling that has ever seen? Sometimes I'm a little bit off with my comprehension. Man, this is downright pathetic. Spear Chan. Is that Goldberg? Spear Chan is Goldberg. I like it. Then you are in the right place, muchachos. Take some notes and soak it in. Yeah. Titanfall is titty fall. That's the older women get, the more titty fall they are. You can turn, on your turn, strike, taunt, use an item, or a gimmick. Let's practice our strikes first. B. Yeah, I'm doing it. What am I not doing? How am I this retarded this early? I can't be this much of a tard this early. B. Okay, there we go. I see where I am supposed to press the A button now when the arrow appears. All right. I am super tired today. Whenever you strike, you can earn some extra damage. Critical hits. Ooh, see, nice job. Don't finger me like that. Let's Sax have a chance to send your opponent to the ropes. Try again, amigo. After knocking them into the ropes, you'll have a chance to do a follow-up attack. Do it! Do it live! We wrote it. Bill O'Reilly wrote it. Now do it live. That's done. Check out the hype meter down at the bottom. This is a measure of how pumped up the crowd is in your favor. Get the hype up with all the blah, 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 blah. Ooh. I pressed the wrong button there. I pressed the A instead of the B. Hype up the crowd for extra damage and even to enable some super moves. One way you can build hype is by using the taunt option, where it will generate 2 plus the influence. All that grandstanding will leave you vulnerable to take an extra 25% of damage on the way around. Try taunting. Taunt. Ooh, yeah. He fucking me up. Oh, keep on pressing it. Taunting is risky, but can help build your hype. Beware, though. If the hype meter dips below your enemy's fader, they will gain power. Speaking of extra power, let's try out that gimmick. These are special abilities and wrestling moves. Gimmicks. Okay, it'll only give me the south of the border stunner as an option right now. Muchacho Mendo. Oop, damn it. I keep pressing A when I should be pressing B on those critical hits. I think that's what it was for the South Park Fractured Butthole. The critical hits button was always A, so now I'm going to have to do... It's going to be always B? We'll see. Get out of the South Park mode and get into the WrestleQuest mode for that follow-up button press. Spear Chan. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, WrestleQuest. Okay, Twitch is looking good. Suave Stefan. Look what happens if you fail to prompt after knocking an enemy into the rope. The enemy will use that momentum against you, so you better nail it. The only way of beating an opponent is to make them lose all their HP. Dios mio, no. In fact, most other wrestlers you face will have to be pinned. Observe. Yeah, a fun concept. A small team developed this game. I forget the name, but an independently made game. See how this guy looks weak and ready to drop? We call this state fatigue, and you can fatigue an enemy by bringing them to low HP. Some abilities also may fatigue enemies as a debuff. And they do have a lot of cameos they just asked for permission. The Completionist is in here. The guys from OSW Review are in this game. None of them got paid for it. It was just like, look, we want to do some fan service by having you guys in here. Will you do it? And they did it. Let's send him to the mat with a strike. He did. Now that the enemy has fallen, he is ready to be put into submission. The pin option will be available in the gimmick menu. Gimmicks. Prepare for tag. I love that little comic book. To successfully pin, get in the green zone. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Now the enemy is down and out. If you fail the pin attempt, your enemy will kick out and recover some HP. You can always attempt to pin him again after damaging him. The pin attempt you do will get easier. Be on the guard, though. Tipo. Enemy wrestlers can also pin you if you get too weak. They will fuck you up. Also note that not all enemies will need to be pinned. Only wrestlers and other tough guys. Slam Town, right around the corner from Suplex City, bitch. WWE, and trying to be PG, they still had to market that Suplex City, bitch, when Brock Lesnar yelled it out, because it was just a phenomenal moment. Suplex City, bitch. Slam Town. Oh, I'll have to think of a T move so we can get some more alliteration going on in there with some towns and cities. And that covers the basics. Strike and slam your opponents and be sure to hit those button prompts. So far, it's been B both times. B, 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 B. Not A, like the fractured butthole. Remember to keep things exciting and interesting and keep the crowd engaged so that you retain control over... keeping the crowd engaged. Gary Delabate, what do you think of that?
I want a commitment. I want to give a commitment. I don't want to have a commitment.
Oh, not that type of engagement, stupid. Johnny Stretch, thanks, Randy. Why don't you lend a hand with the other greenhorns around? When you're done, come and see me in the AV room for some lessons on the advanced. Press and hold B to run. I was already doing it. Yeah, just a little bit of interactivity, but not much at all. Did he drink a bad slam shake? I'm afraid not, amigo. He's suffering from a status effect. Many abilities add lingering effects that can help or harm you. Vain means you are particularly influenced by the crowd's behavior and are less powerful when the crowd is negative towards you. The dreaded hype drain will cause you to generate less hype. Mint condition toys are super valuable and well protected, taking 50% less damage. Generate twice as much hype with each action while you are vibing. Oh, I like that vibe. I like that little icon. This burning, I don't like as much. It's a little more muddled. Burning units lose 5% HP every turn. There are many more status effects, so be sure to stock up and the wrestling gear that protects you. Okay, so Mr. Status Effect. Who knew the Gutbuster would be so gut-busting? Beat for their ass. B4 beat their ass. There we go. We all have those accidental typos. Bad game Sunday going forward. I hope this isn't a bad game. It could be, but I've heard positive things thus far about WrestleQuest. Hype Train and Hype Train. They are on parallel tracks, and watch out. If the Hype Train hits the Hype Train, who knows what will happen? It'll be like Time Cop. Time Cop, the bad guy touched himself in the other timeline, and they just turned into a big blob. Like, they gave the warning, like, time and space itself could collapse. And nope, he just turned into a disgusting blob monster. I haven't thought of Time Cop in a long time. In a long time. Torso do I choose? Is that's right. You can change out your torsos. That's your different type shields. That's a fun little variation of shields having a different torso. Annie remembers Time Cop more than I do. Like, the ending of Time Cop is actually horrifying because he gets the life he wanted, and he's got his wife isn't dead. They've been married for 10 years. They have a child, but he doesn't know any of this. Like, it's great that he got dropped into this family life, but he has all the memories from being all alone. So the father and husband of Time Cop, I mean the wife and child of Time Cop, they're going to have a hard time adjusting to this weirdo who's been going crazy in his own timeline for so long. Same atoms can't be in the same place, as they say. Well, it didn't collapse time and space. It just made like a bad early 1990s CGI blob man. Their dad is dead. It's a different man. So, yeah, did they explain what happened to the actual dad? That just might be like in developing stories with time travel. There's always these paradoxes. And they made some cop soup. I'm glad to hear that the original Time Cop, was it Van Damme? The original Time Cop, and that didn't go to waste. They made some stew and some soup out of that dead cop. All right, who here knows the secret to pumping up the crowd? Tickle their balls. I do. It's oil, baby. Come on, Leonard. How many times do I have to tell you that baby oil is not the answer to everything? Going back to Time Cop, Dabblestorian believes he went out for some smokes. That is the classic. What happened? They went out for some smokes. You know what? Get out of here. Go do some burpees until you puke. Sir, you can pump up the crowd by showing your spice in the ring. I showed my spice in the ring. They took me to jail. Called it an indecent exposure. Very good, Randy. But what about before you get in the ring? I'll tell you, you've got to get on the mic and cut a promo so hot it will ignite the crowd and burn your opponent to ash. How do you do this? Part of it is knowing your enemy, and part of it is being fast on your feet. Time to try, Randy. Come on up here. Awooga. Titty-titty, awooga. Let's see how you do with a rapid-fire session. Fire! Oh, Tremor! Earthquake! Let's see, Randy he has a stupid name. Not as stupid as your face. Randy is better than the seismic disappointment or whatever it is you call yourself. Randy is so weak. Even I can see that he doesn't stand a chance of winning. That might be true for snakes and ladders, but we're here to wrestle, so you're going down. I'm gonna crack Candy Santos over here like a sugar cookie. Well, you should be careful with all that sugar and candies. You might get diabetes. And I'm gonna dump this kitty cat into the... They sound equally lame. I want to go with the litter box. I like the diabetes one, but for some reason that just seemed like the wrong answer for Randy Santos. See, class, you can generate hype before a big match by flexing on the mic. If you want to see more, I have an old match here on TV between Luchador and Dash Talent, back when Luchador was still part of the PAW. Prior to this bout, Dash had been antagonizing the Bendick Terror with a fishing rod during his matches against other opponents, trying to hook him during a high-flying move. All right, you slam junkies, get it back to work. Except for you, Randy. I have a job for you. A hand job. What is it, Mr. Stretch? There's a guy from Boxwood Extreme Wrestling. The ECW stand-in. The local wrestling league over at the Macho Man statue. You know it? Do I ever? Great. This Boo wrestler needs help with his gimmick. You'll know him when you see him. He's kind of between styles. Quest started. Face paste and handshakes. Tutorial. Check out your current executive LZ to bring up the thing. What about the yeah, I want to get in some practice here. I've been watching you, Luchador, and I gotta say, your skills in the ring lack a certain flair of style, a certain panache. I think what you need is a big hook. Yow! Wait a minute, Mr. Talent, what you were saying had something to do with all the fishing tomfoolery that's been going on during the Luchador's other matches? Me, at one of the Luchador's matches? Gene, you couldn't pay me to show up to one of this fish flops. Oh, okay. I thought I was going to have some interactivity. We're just watching the Ric Flair stand-in here, Dash Talent, take down the Luchador. Besides, I'm the only fish from my yacht. It's funny, Senor Talent. You come here and brag about your money, yet it's obvious you can't even afford a decent wig. You gill bottom feeder, I bought fish bigger than you. That's because you couldn't catch one yourself. Ha! Yes, I'm sure you have to pay for all sorts of things, like bad wigs or companionship. Ha 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 ha! So you see, the Luchador used Dash Talent's own insults against him. Wow, I didn't see that coming. Sell it. What are you talking about? They're in this world where it's kind of real, kind of fake. Just a gameplay stream. I don't know. Yeah, and as Andy's saying, is Joey C back already? I know he did the old. Don't make a big declarative statement. Do not make big declarative statements that you're off the internet. Just do it quietly, so if you come back, you don't look foolish. He's not back, but a sucker for mention. He's doing his interviews with Husey tomorrow. Husey, I did not like at first, and he grew on me. His ultra dry style. I love dry humor. Did not like it at first. It took me a while to get onto the Husey wagon. Harrison Young just had Steve Sweeney on his show, and next week it'll be Annie and I on the Harrison Young show. We recorded that. It was supposed to be Dayla's appearance, and oh boy, I wish I would have been screen capturing. That was cringe of the week material. Trying to get that audio going. But luckily, Dayla brought Annie and I to fill in for him. And we talked to Harrison for about a half hour or 45 minutes or something. Coming up in the world, I'm making an appearance on public access television. Known for his consummate physical ability, this savage wrestling style and deep, gravelly voice, Macho Man Randy Savage is quite possibly the most iconic legend in wrestling. Celebrating 29 titles across his 32-year career, Macho Man was not just a celebrated champion, but a long-standing crowd favorite. Something. I was looking away for a moment, and he sent it away. Whether cutting, exciting, random, blah, 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 blah. Even today, Savage is revered by fans. Macho Man can make the entire wrestling world stand up by saying, ooh, yeah, dig it. And he can sell a shitload of Slim Jims, too. They tried to give the contract to Bam Bam Bigelow for just a little bit, did Slim Jim. But when Macho Man went to WCW, that's one thing that Vince McMahon was really pissed off about, actually, was losing Macho and losing money via Slim Jim. I don't know about all those other rumors. Certainly there's something else. For Macho to never have that final run like everyone else did, there's something we don't know, but I don't believe those Stephanie stories. That seems like shenanigans. Neon Gravebird. Yeah, I was always made for more of a fan of guys that wore face paint. Though that time Jake the Snake trapped Macho Man in the ropes, and the snake actually bit him. That was fucking cool. That would go over big in BEW. Wait, you're the guy I'm here to meet? I'm from the training gym. I'm here to help you. Great. So you see, I can't quite decide which way to go. Should I be a vibrant and electrifying or dark and brooding? I think dark and brooding fits better with BEW, but I just love using bright colors. I've got to pick something that will fit with the vibe of the other guys, or the writers won't know how to use me. Writers? Forget it. Look, can you just go to the face paint shop for me? They have some samples I want to try out. Sure. Face paints, so the writers will like you. Poor thing babbling about writers. He must be delusional. Head to the face paint shop. Oh, but we've got a C3PO in a wig. I want to see that. What do you got to say? Randy Savage. It's really one of the best. I hope I can be like him someday. Oh, is everyone just going to talk about how Randy Savage is the best? He is. Dude, check out that fringe. Macho Man sure knew how to dress up like the best parts of the 80s, all rolled up into one. Well, they did have the best part of the 80s all rolled up in but they smoked it, is the problem. Or the best part of the 80s also rolled up into a straw. That went very well as well. Even in Calgary, we honor the Macho Man's exceptional slamming. Okay, just a couple more to go through. What is it? Oh, Cream Macho. Macho Man had a lot of great promos, but the cream of the crop one, like, people really remember that one. Macho Man and Zeus. Zeus actually being Debo, Tiny Lester, wrestled in 1989, and they have like 3-6 with those through. With those three, actually, Sherry Martel, pure fucking madness. It is fantastic. Yeah, everything they've been saying is indeed real trivia. All the Macho Man facts are real Macho Man facts. I think they'll be dropping that. And as you saw, we have Jake the Snake Roberts, Jeff Jarrett is in here. Conrad's already got a plug for his podcast. We'll see if he gets a plug for First Family Mortgage in here. If there are Benoit mentions, they're going to be slight. That'll be fun if we come across them, but if they're here, they're going to be very slight. My daughter asked me to bring her here, then told me not to stand by her. Guess I'm not cool enough. Oh well, maybe I can check out that face paint shop when we're done. And those are all Macho Man outfits. They have, for as many outfits as he had, they didn't really need to repeat. It must have been I don't know why they would repeat other than just a space type of thing. Too much memory, maybe. I don't know. I came all the way down from Omicromachia to check out this shrine. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you do not need to be a wrestling fan to enjoy Macho Man promos. I'd recommend watching the matches, but to non-fans, the Macho Man promos, fucking entertaining. The coked out 80s, everyone was coked out in those 1980s WWF promos. Good morning. Give me Robux, please. We are here at the face paint shop. The first task. Hola, amigos. Strange, there's nobody here. Maybe they're in the back. We've got foreboding music. Face paint on your feet. What kind of madman would do such a thing? WrestleRider.
Take it all. Gather the war paint for our overlords. They're looting the shop.
What voice did I just use for this guy?
Here's one. Take him alive and we'll melt him down. Use his plastics as war paint.
I'm going to have to take notes to what voices I give these people. I remember some of them. Got to stay consistent. Yes, everyone is toys. This is in a toy box. Muchacho, Randy Santos, and everyone he's interacting with. These are all toys. Okay, A. Why? Okay, they do mix it up. It isn't always just B as it was in the fractured butthole. So let's see. Gimmicks, taunt. Let's do a taunt. But that does give him the chance to fuck me up. Items. Do I have any items? Clear tape. Keep it all together. Oh, that's a heal. Don't need to heal. Can I get a move? Ah, damn it. Damage. Damn it. I keep pressing the A. I'm just too damn used to the fractured butthole. And we can pin. We can pin gimmicks. Pin that Fukar. Oh, yeah. The little one. Fuck that up. And skip your turn because you're all fucked up. Let's pin again and let's actually win that mini game. 1, 2. I'm about. I think I got a C there with the parries that I've been doing. They weren't good. They weren't bad. Didn't quite make it to level 3. Ring-a-ding-ding. I've got to get some more Jim Norton drops. I should find the shop owner before these wasteland slammers try to melt him down too. Oop, that looks like a loot box. That is a loot box. It's telling me to go over there, but here's another room that I can see first. Maybe get some items. Another loot box. And 3 loot boxes. Now I'm ready. 100% of the treasure is found. All right, let me know. There is no more treasure in this place. Now,
the table, there's only one way through one of these.
Tutorial on table spots. A table blocks your path. Unlock the table with a table spot token. Once you find one, reapproach the table and throw a wrestler through it. Table locks and table spot tokens come in 3 varieties: single, double, and flaming, with each table corresponding. Oh, I guess I already had the token. Just let me do it.
More war paint. Our masters demand it.
Somebody help. We are being robbed. Too bad you're not being Rob Van Damned. Then you would just be stoned. Almost fucked up that rebound again. A strike, a taunt, and a move. So far, that pattern has done well. Strike, taunt, move. And will I get a rebound? Oh, damn it. A rebound with X. Didn't hit the X. Whoop, did I hear 3? Did I just fuck that up? Oh, I kicked out at almost 3. Woof. Oh boy, I am fucked up. I fucked myself all up. Damn it. I've got to pay attention to the prompts. It's prompts. It's not always in this one. A scissor kick. And once again, I am all fucked up. Why? All right, healed, and he's all messed up. All right, that was, I shouldn't have had that much problem already. He fucked me up a little more than I would like. I almost read that, Andy. I didn't realize it was a drum shot when I initially brought it up. Drum shot, rim shot. And there's our stats going up. About halfway through our gameplay stream, or maybe I'll stay 2 hours. 90 minutes to 2 hours we'll be here for total. Buddy, that was amazing. Are you a superhero? Superheroes are fake. I'm a pro wrestler. Well, whatever you are, you are some macho moves, muchacho. Yes, macho moves, muchacho. I like the sound of that. Those blasted wrestlers raided some come down here and get supplies for rituals to worship the road warriors, hawk and animal. I wish they would emulate someone more heroic. Someone more heroic. Anyways, what can I do for you, bud? It's on the house. Amigo, I'm here for a special order. Some samples for an hombre going through an identity crisis. Ah, I know the one. Can't decide between goth and surfer. Here that Sting. He's Sting. They change him enough to where I didn't realize that was Sting that we were talking to. Thanks, muchacho. Return to Neon Gravebird. Neon Gravebird is Sting. Any extra information? Good luck with that goth surfer guy. And thanks again for the heroics. Macho muchacho. It looks like shit, what was that meme? Oh fuck! It was like from when I was just out of high school. Bump 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 bump. I can't think of that. It looks just like that meme, and I can't remember what the fuck he was called. But yeah, kind of like a cross between him and the Lego Man. Hello, we carry the very best in face makeup here, but it doesn't look like your gimmick needs any. Only time I saw Macho Man in face paint, did he wear it? Yeah, I only remember him one time when he teamed up with Sting, and him and Lex Luger and Sting all wore some face paint together. Oh, that was the debut of the NWO at Bash at the Beach. Everyone likes to rag on Bobby Heenan for the "but whose side is he on?" That was very in character. Like, Bobby didn't even think Hogan was turning heel. That "but whose side is he on?" was just Bobby Heenan's character forever and ever. He hated Hulk Hogan. And then he was proved right in 1996. Here, I hope these help you on your quest at BEW. Thanks. Say, what do you think I should choose? You've got to go with Surfer style. You'll stand out more. Go with Goss. You'll be more intimidating. I'm sending him to Surfer. Be different than the rest of ECW. Thanks. I'll consider that. If you need me, I'll be here practicing some catchphrases. Johnny Stretch back at the gym. I am going to record some Civ 6 for Annie's show, but I'm not going to broadcast that. As I said, I just find it too fucking boring for the audience to do that live, but cutting them up in clips, I've got to have a little video off to the side like I do with Gary here and all the other.
Hello. Guess who?
With Crash Bandicoot, because thank you very much for Fear Axis for releasing that extra content on consoles, but it crashes so often now. Like I always had a problem with crashes on the Switch with Civ 6, but not to this extent. Hey, Randy, how'd that job go? I appreciate you doing it. It should strengthen our relationships with the BEW. It's random things that they've put him saying. It's kind of Banjo-Kazooie-esque. And now I want to do some Banjo-Kazooie voices for you. Here's my Tootie. It was unexpectedly enlightening, sir. Yeah, Boxwood Extreme Wrestling is a trip. They really push for an intense vibe. What with all the barbed wire and edgy characters and all. Oh, did I just give bad advice making Sting Surfer Sting in BEW rather than Goth Sting? But everyone's a goth in ECW. He's going to get booed out of the building. I gave Graveyard Neon wrong advice. It's going to come back and bite me in the ass, isn't it? But it's what you got to do if you want to compete with the top dogs like PAW, Plush and Action Figure Wrestling. Plush and Action Figure. I meant enlightening about myself, sir. Great. It's always good to learn more about ourselves and strive to become better. That's enough for one day. Are you closing up again tonight? You bet, sir. Thanks, Randy. It's a dedication like that will take you all the way. Annie is playing Gathering Storm and getting crashes. Lost 70 turns. Ouch. Yeah, luckily my autosaves have kept up. I've got my autosaves for Civ 6 to save every other turn. So when it does crash, I can get almost right back into it on Civ 6. And I play quick. There's normal, quick, instead of the 500 turns on Civ 6, the 330 turns I will do. Please help Mr. Stretch's new students, and please help that poor BEW wrestler regain his senses. Amen. What a great day, Macho Man. I feel like I learned so much. I'm convinced now more than ever that we must always live our wrestling spirit and that the world needs heroes. Good night, Macho Man Randy Savage. Macho muchacho. He said that all sinister, but he's our buddy. You already hear? The sun hasn't even put the moon down for a 3 count yet. Always good to get an early start, sir. Always good to get an early start, sir. Is that a sleeping bag coming out of your locker? Doesn't matter. Listen, I've got a surprise for you and everyone. Head over to the ring when you're ready. Oh, that stinks. Yeah, the autosaves in Civ 6 have been a lifesaver for me. Not having them, I might have rage quit the whole experience by now. Especially on Switch. Especially with and it shows how much we're addicted to the game, how much we enjoy the game, that we will push past through the regular crashes to get through it. And at some point, I do get the shits of it. That's why I can't do the 500 turns as I started out with. I'm just losing interest, but with 330 turns, it isn't too fast like the minimal is. Yeah, 500 gets to be a bit long in the tooth to me over on Civ 6. All right, class, stop the flex and turn your necks. We've got a special lesson for you. Randy, get in the ring. Oh, it's the man that wants to finger me. Today we'll be learning about managers. Still in the tutorial. Managers act as an ancillary party member that provide all sorts of benefits, like friends, like new gimmicks. Open the gimmick menu. Now scroll to see manager. All right, use my power heckle gimmick now. These animations are so fun. Going for that 16-bit type animation with a comic book style. Pretty cool, huh? Manager gimmicks will cost AP, just like your action points, just like your regular gimmicks. They may also have other requirements. And I only have one action point, right? I haven't seen being able to do 2 actions. These gimmicks can be used by any number in your stable, and they can also complement your existing abilities by filling in skill gaps. For instance, if you don't have any healing abilities, use a manager who does. All right. Starting to build our team, maybe, possibly. Most managers will also have passive skills that provide bonuses to all members of your stable. They are versatile and powerful components to your stable. Choose them wisely. Sir, you kept mentioning our stable. Do you mean that sometimes we won't have to wrestle alone? Of course not. You may find other slam junkies. ECW is where you find the most slam junkies that you can call friends or even brothers or sisters. We'll talk more about that in today's advanced lesson. Head to the AV room when you're ready. Still on that ladder. Punchy, punchy. You got anything new to say? You kind of look like, who is it? AR Fox? You remind me of someone who I saw on the independent scene. Yeah, you already asked me that. Moving on. Ladders go in matches sometimes. And yeah, that's got to be our Goldberg stand-in. Spear McCallahan or what? Hey, there's the British Bulldog. Wonder if we run into him. Is Dynamite Kid still alive? Like, I thought he was dead for years, and I remember him sticking around for a long ass time. So, class, yesterday we talked about how your skills in the mic can impact the hype meter. Even more important than that is what kind of hype drain, hype train. So much hyping going on. Hype type you use. Who knows what a hype type is? I do. It's a type of baby. If you say baby oil, I will choke slam you. So you generate hype, sir. Bingo. I think a visual aid will help you demonstrate this. This is a classic PAW training video I scored from the flea market last month. Oh, tape trading. That was fun. Late 90s, there was still minor tape trading going on. That's how I got to see ECW was on poor quality VHS dubs. Welcome to Paw's official hype training video. There are many exciting personalities and styles in the world of pro wrestling, which we'll cover today. Each of these generates hype with different actions. For example, the powerhouse type, which Big Daddy Squeeze uses, builds up the crowd by dealing damage. It looked like the lunch money tussle there. Those with showman type, like the magnificent Dash, generate hype by taunting and flaunting. Okay, Power Man, power moves, makes sense. Ric Flair type, the showman, extra with the taunts. Sidekicks like Jacques Ass. Elicit cheers whenever they support another unit. That was a toilet seat. Wily technicians pump up the crowd with their keen wrestling ability, which often inflict status effects. Allow the ominous Grim Jim to show the attack. Oh, there's Grim Jim. Annie asking what the baby oil joke was. That character we saw in the previous segment mentioned baby oil. So apparently that's just what he always goes to, was the baby oil. And we got it once, and then we've got our tutorial man, the man showing us around, saying, knock it the fuck off with the baby oil the second time. Never underestimate underdogs like Luchador, because the crowd loves it when they come back against the odds. Okay, just telling there's different specials. The baby oil is a real thing that a lot of wrestlers will, they put oil on their muscles so they look more sexy in the ring. Roman Reigns definitely uses baby oil in his hair. It stays wet for the entire time that he's out there. And there are some clips where he took it too far and his hair just looks like he just got out of the shower dripping wet, rather than that kind of drying wet to get that nice alluring sexuality going. But yeah, baby oil, definitely a regular use in for wrestlers to make both their body and their hair more presentable, I guess. Yeah, let's use that word. You are free to choose a hype type of any type for your characters. Experiment and find the ones that suit your style or strategy. Okay. Pros: all gimmicks cost an additional 10%. Damage reduction, reduce attacking generates. I think I want to be a powerhouse. Defeating an enemy, getting credit. Yeah, I'm gonna be a powerhouse. Can I choose two? Nope, just one. Okay, that's enough for now. Don't forget your essays on the poetics of pile drivers are due Monday. That you actually could write an essay about the pile driver in the wrestling territory days. In Tennessee, the pile driver, I think it was Tennessee where the pile driver was illegal. And then you have other territories, I believe New York, where it's just a move, a devastating move. But yeah, someone in Tennessee, like the fans are trained to know this is illegal. So someone does a pile driver, like just absolute near riot. Absolutely, you could do an essay on the pile driver in wrestling. Hey, did you guys hear? PAW is supposed to put on a dark match over at Boxwood. Dude, no way. That's incredible. Yeah, and from what I hear, it's going to be an open event. Anyone can take part. Here's the catch. Since the event is in Boxwood, you know the BEW is going to try to get their guy into it. If BEW will be selecting a fighter, they'd have to choose their championship title holder, right? All we have to do is become the BEW champion, and they'll have to pick us. What makes you think you can become the BEW champion? All I have to do is defeat the current champion, right? Yeah, but BEW would have to work you into their storyline, and you'd have to get over more than the current champion. And look, hombre, all I need to do is beat the champion. Then I get to be in the dark match, and maybe even earn a spot at PAW. It's not much of a plan. My plan is no plan. I'm the human torpedo. Watch out, Boxwood. Here I come. That guy's crazy. He's pretty sincere. You can tell he lives and breathes this stuff. He needs to grow up. That's not the world how the world works. And that is a lady. I've been just using my voice. I think his authenticity, his hope is inspiring, attractive even. I've got to work on my lady voice. Maybe even a dose of reality in Boxwood will help open his eyes. We are either 2/3 or 1/2 of the way through today's stream. Today I promise you I will not fail. Hey Randy, I'm looking up for the day. See you Monday. Actually, Mr. Stretch, do you have a minute? What's on your mind? Sir, I'm ready to enter the world of professional wrestling. PAW is putting a dark match over at Boxwood. I plan on becoming the BEW champion and enter the match for a shot at the big time. Cup of coffee in the big time. I've even got my gimmick picked out. From now on, there's a dick joke in there, but my mind can't completely make it happen. From now on, I will be the Spice himself, the south of the border savage, muchacho man. Ooh, see. That's quite impressive shtick, muchacho man. But it does take more than a gimmick to win in the world of professional wrestling. You've got the skills and the heart, kid, but you may not have the wisdom to navigate the tempestuous world of professional wrestling, not without losing your soul. My soul. The world of pro wrestling is full of larger-than-life heroes and terrible villains. I'm not afraid, Senior Stretch, and my mind is already made up. I have to do this. I know it is, kid, and I know there's no stopping you, so you have my blessing, but take heed. Don't take head like Al Snow. That's gimmick infringement. This world has a way of stomping on goodness, so be prepared to fight, but keep slamming, and greatness can be yours. Ooh, see! A wrestling quest begins. So back to the Macho Man statue, it looks like. Yeah, I do not have access over there. Yep, just a little bit of things I can explore at the moment. This is it, Randy. Pyro! Yeah, I was a little confused about that too, Annie. But yeah, I am a knockoff version of Randy Macho Man Savage, and Randy Savage also exists. I believe there is a toy Randy Savage because everyone's a toy. Like this is a toy Conrad, a toy Jake the Snake. I am yeah, a little bit confused of the concept, but yeah, Macho Man is both real and I am a knock. Maybe that's my quest that I'm on is learning that I am a knockoff toy of Macho Man. With these words, Muchacho Man enters the world, but can he find a way without losing his soul? We now turn to another hero looking at the same fate, fixed stars contemplating his own path. Brink Logan. Fireworks. That's the cue. Show must be about to begin. And there's a Macho Man statue here in this world. Hey, there you are. I should have known you'd be here. You're so predictable. I like to think of it as being reliable. Yeah, speaking of being reliable, do you think we could go over the script again real quick? You didn't read it, did you? Come on, dude. You know I've been busy with the Hockey 94 tournament. You're such a loser sometimes, Stag. Next, you're going to tell me that you didn't practice our walk on either. Come on, we've got a little bit of time to go. A little bit of time to go over it. I wonder if Bret Hart is real. I haven't heard anything of Bret Hart in this game because this Stag Logan is a Bret Hart knockoff. Flaming Fringe Macho statue. And I can't get full 360 around here. That looks to be about a 1995-96 Macho Man. Let's see. That one that I'm looking at now, that's about a 92 Macho Man. And what would that one be? That one might be 92 or 96. That one. So here, I guess we got our little solo tutorial. Now we're getting a little bit of a tutorial with one person in our group. And I just came from the Macho Man statue in NCW. So this is like the Calgary territory from back in the day, which Bret Hart's dad owned. And there's, if you want to take a long walk off a short pier, there's the way to do it, eh? Think I'm supposed to go up those stairs, but I'm going to look. Yeah, we've got a lot bigger of a world here that we're dealing with. This road goes a lot more places, eh? But it dead ends a lot of fucking places too. Our road dead ends all over the what do they call it? Not the state, the province. We've got so many dead end roads here in our province. Pond Fork. Hey, check it out. They finished the town sign. Let's get over to the east side of town and the snow globes. Titties! I guess they won't be ginormous titties, those snow globes. They are keeping this family friendly. You're in NCW territory. Pond Fork. Welcome. We got a Mr. Potato Head. Do you know Cardiff? Don't mind me in the cold. I'm sure it beats getting baked. Hey-o. Oh, are you a boss? Do I have to fight you? I know I can walk right past you. Friend then? Man, I don't like the way that guy up there is looking at me. Oh, I've got two things on the map. Girth. Girth Belu. Am I going to give all the Canadians the McKenzie brothers voice? I think so. Everyone except for Bret Hart, I do believe, is going to sound like Bob and Doug McKenzie, eh? I'm glad my shift at the logging site is over. Now I'm free to watch the match tonight. Oh, look, little footprints in the snow. They disappear, but they're there. Neat. Oh, and there's 2 places to check out here. What? Me too cold? It's not frostbite. My skin's training, buddy. You gotta be tough if you want to wrestle. There he is. There's the completionist. Hey, Gerard. How do I keep warm in this weather? Completing games and covering up with this beard, of course. Anything else or just a quick cameo? Just a quick cameo. Maybe Gerard will have more for us later. Loot box. 3 more loot boxes to go. Cute little fox, but I cannot reach the fox. What did the fox say? Love that new commercial with Khalees and the What Did the Fox Say guys. Khalees speaks fox. Oh, this is a shop. What are you doing in here? Are you the brother of the guy outside? You all look the same to me. Not to be racist against tree folk or anything. Syrup box. I've got more deals than leaves. Take a look. A basic hand for a basic job? Hammer fist? Oh boy. You've got to work your way up to hammer fist. You need the basic hand for a little while before you go with hammer fist is what you need. Worn out shoe. A worn out shoe is an armor rating of 2. Combat boots 5. Okay, there's a lot of things. Oh, I had clear tape there with Muchacho Man. To my knowledge, I don't need anything, and I don't. Maybe I need to get my ass kicked at the wrestling match in order to realize what I need to buy from the store. Okay, let's go to the goal. I did enough wandering around. And that first go over here was just the shop. Who you? Snowmath. Going to the match, there is a 141 2/3. Oh, of course. And it said Snowmath. I don't know if I can do a Scott Steiner voice right now. Going to the match. Yeah, I can't do the Steiner voice right now. I haven't tried it in quite a while. There is a 141 2/3% chance of you being entertained tonight. Is that Gerard again? Angry Joe. Angry Joe looks a little bit like Gerard, his model. Did you see the fast count on the match last night? They done reffed up. Tee-hee. Loot. Oh, I'm going away from my goal. Whoopsie. Didn't want to transition to another screen. Wanted to stay on that screen. And is that the... Oh, this is something different. Who's in the log cabin? I'm glad they did start us out with Muchacho Man having next to nothing to explore. This looks humongous to me right now, not knowing my way around this second world. Construction Clark. I love coming here for vacation. Good skiing, good logging, good wrestling. Is that a Yeti? It's the Yeti! Smash Squatch. I'm here to go ice fishing and watch wrestling. And ice fishing season is over. Very similar to the "They Live" line. Oh boy, there's a lot to explore. There's much more to explore here in Canada, eh? Here we've got another syrup fellow. I bought a new snowmobile, but I'm not sure how to drive without hands. There's some loot. Now, this just feels like stealing. Sometimes when you find loot, it just feels like you're fucking stealing. Here I am in someone's cabin, and I'm gonna take your loot box. Because that's how it works in the world of RPG. If loot is around, it is up for grabs. Penalty box, Pam. That's the Logan house up there. The Logans run the local wrestling promotion and are great people, pillars of the community. Oh, it's you, Brink. Nice haircut. They locked me out of my own house. Go away, Brink. We haven't forgiven you. Hello, Fox. Nope, can't interact with the fox, even when I'm right next to him. Can't interact with the axe. Oh no, this is my house, isn't it? This one looks more like the Hart house. And apparently, the Harts were much poorer than their house would make you think. They did have a humongous house, and the Hart children have talked about how much money they didn't have growing up. Owen, Keith. Hello, Martha, Stu. Oh, can I interact with you? You're glowing. Big old empty house. Well, filled with things, just nothing to interact with. And he likes the mix of fantasy and reality. Yeah, the Logan family is a stand-in for the Hart family. We'll see if they get an actual mention. Certainly, the stars that they had to pay, like I mentioned, Gerard the completionist, they didn't pay. OSW review, they didn't pay. It's just the fact that they're both huge fans of wrestling that they were like, yes, you can throw us in a game that would be really neat. Martha Hart cooking up. Luckily, we're in Canada, and it doesn't make a lick of difference if the fridge is open or closed. Everything is just very, very cold here at the Logan household. Brink Logan. They made him sound like a Hulk Hogan stand-in for being a Bret Hart stand-in. I love Hogan's new set of interviews. Hogan is so full of shit. He's accomplished so much, but he can't help himself but fucking just lie about anything and everything. Are we going out to the deck? My understanding of geometry, nope, we are not outside. Okay, do we have a wrestling match somewhere in the house? Would be nice to get a little bit of action to end the stream on. Want the main event of some type of happening rather than wandering. Excuse me. Maybe I'll have to go to the stadium, but exploring, so much to explorate. Macho Man over there, that's an 80s outfit. Having a robe cape like that is 1980s Macho Man Randy Savage. Okay, so yeah, cool that there was a lot to explore here in the not Heart House, but yeah, not too much to do right now. Maybe there will be more later as we progress through the story. I was a Bret Hart guy. Bret Hart or Shawn Michaels. I was a Bret Hart guy all the way. And as people are starting to point out, Shawn Michaels' first run as champion was a fucking failure. People did not want to see him. Bret Hart went away, filmed on that Western while he was away, and Shawn Michaels was flopping as champion because he was a male stripper. Shawn Michaels' gimmick in 1996 was that he was a male stripper, and the general society wasn't really as welcoming at that point of the LGBT community. At that point, there was still a chance of the F-bomb there, the Eminem F-bomb and such. So what the fuck was I even talking about? Oh yeah, Shawn Michaels as champion, coming off as flamboyantly gay to the audience. In 1996, that was still Gorgeous George type of heat. Got to cover up the caving from my ex-girlfriend's name, Rula. Ooh, pass me the syrup. I'm ready to get wild. It's wrestling time. Should be drinking syrup around Trent. Is that, his blood or something? Yes, that's right. We've got tree characters, so we are drinking his blood. I'm a big Hig Boys fan. I came all the way up here to check out their match tonight. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see Brink in action. He's so handsome. Huh? Is it? Oh my gosh, please sign my sunglasses. I think I mentioned Gorgeous George there. That was like the very first entertainment gimmick in wrestling, and all he had to do was be flamboyant, just act more like a gay person. And in, what was it, the 1940s, or did he debut in the 1950s? That is how you become the most hated wrestler in the 1940s and 1950s. Okay, let's hurry before they start letting people in. And then you have oh shoot, what's that guy? It's the rapper, I think, Max Caster on AEW, where a lady was flirting with him, and the whole crowd was chanting, "He's gay," like not in a detrimental way, just like, "You idiot, he's gay, he's gay." And Max Caster was really happy at that moment of like the way that the I can't say that word because of YouTube. The crowds used to chant fa, and now that they're positively chanting "he's gay," it was something Max Caster was very proud of. The walk on, when, as I said, 1950s, that was the way to be the bad guy, was to be a little gay. Walk-ons is about impressing the crowd. It's about stuttering and flaunting your skills. Before the actual walk-on, you'll be able to choose various elements like an intro music, passive ongoing effects, and an outro. Intermediate options are actions you'll perform while walking down the ramp. Nail a button to perform. Oh, we've got an entrance tutorial now. Intermediate options are always actions performed walking down the ramp. Nail a button to press perform. Each element on the walk, you can increase the hype of the battle. Let's try it now. Intro effects, paparazzi, screen flashing. So it's one or the other? Can I pick two? Yes, I can. Oh, this is a variation of Bret Hart's theme. So we will do that one. Oh, and then you can pick multiple of these. Gray smoke, screen shake. That's annoying. Rain is cool though. And a spotlight. Chair throw, confetti. Good. Do you want to proceed with the? I really don't know what these effects will do. Let's see if I chose them correctly. Good morning, American Cupcake. We'll be playing through for a little bit longer on WrestleQuest. We've done tutorials. Whoop. That's right. I'm supposed to interact with this intro. Give me a chair. Yeah, it said that the different intros will have effects. We'll see if it does. See, easy execution. Thanks for the refresher, cuz. Talk this way. Pa Logan. So we've got to give Pa Logan the Stu Hart voice then, since this is Bret Hart's stand-in father. There they are. How are my boys doing? Locked and loaded for tonight, Dad. You guys read the script? Tonight it's the Honest Bucks. That's us versus the Hig boys. The Higs are enjoying a major push as baby faces right now. We're going to take them out, and they'll do a reversal out of nowhere at the last minute. So, we're going to lose tonight? Again? I hope you boys are okay with that. Of course. Of course we are, Dad. We're ready to serve the northern country. I'm proud of you boys. The family business, it couldn't run without you. Man, how can you be so cool playing the jobber all the time, eh? It's worth it to help out the family and the promotion. Besides, I don't mind losing when it's scripted. When it comes to a real match, I know I'm the best. We're the best, right, cuz? Exactly. All right, gonna send us into a match. This could be our main event segment if they're sending us into the match here. Nope, not yet. All right, boys, showtime. And yes, as you've noticed, the mouth noises are part of the Stu Hart impression. All right, boys, showtime. Just come on out here when you're ready. Oh, I almost forgot. It would be a beauty if you two could take out Flars first. Flars? Oh, that must be the man. Take out Flars first. The one with two-punch kind of deal. Sure, I could set him up with wet work. Oh boy, we're getting in the woods here. And then Stag could finish him with his antler bomb. Perfect. That'll make Lars even more heroic when he does his comeback. I'll go and let the Higgy boys know about the update. Oh, finally, some instructions I understand, eh? What's frustrating, Annie, about the customization level? Not on this game, on AEW Fight Forever, the entrance customization is better than it's been in any other wrestling game. But there's only like 5-10 seconds of an intro because their priorities got all fucked up because of Kenny Omega making them put in cell phone mini games. What a fucking idiot, prioritizing cell phone mini games to be in there. And as a result, we have got an incomplete game. Like Kenny Omega hasn't talked about it at all. I was already here. This is all good, isn't it? Do I need... Fight Forever, I did what, 6 streams of? Oh, here we go. We've got the intro. And they are being generous. They're slowing way down in order for me to hit these prompts here. All right, this will be our main event segment, this match here. Oh, is this we have to face tonight? You two don't stand a chance against the Heeg Boys. Heeg Boys, by the looks of you, thought we would change your name to the Hungry Boys. I recognize that sweater. I saw your mom knitting it the morning I left. Well, you guys look cozy. Yeah, I'm going to say I fucked your mom. Enough talk. Enough talk, honest box. I've got a steamy cup of hot chocolate waiting for me, and I do not want it to get cold. Ja, let's make this a quick one, brother. Tutorial, dramatic moments. Dramatic moments are special criteria that appear during the boss battles and pivotal confrontations. Good, this is a boss battle. We are ending it on a boss battle today. Complete them to get special gear after the fight. Many times these are optional, but sometimes they are necessary to complete the match. Reward received, Slam Shake. Fuck, who did it say? We're taking Flars out. So then Lars. Oh, I can get them both. Take this. Yay. Hockey reference. Looked like he was picking up a little baby there. Picking me up. No! Bad Flars. Fucking Flars. I'm supposed to fatigue you. How dare you? Heal yourself. Why? Nothing personal. Snipe all 3 button presses. A low blow headshot. Let's go for the low blow headshot. And we're going for Flars. Obsidiasium. Oh, shit. Very last moment I got that. Okay, he's fatigued. Use Stag Antler Bomb on Flars. Antler Bomb on Flars. Attempt to pin Lars, but let him kick out. I've got Flars down, yes? And this is Lars that's up. Yeah, attempt to pin Lars. Damn it, wrong button. So I need to get you down. Take you down to the mat. Oh, he's up. But that's okay. We are supposed to go for Lars. Down you go. Fatigued. No, he's still not down though. Boo. Slapshot spread. All right, now we can pin him, but let him get up because that is the idea. Attempt to pin Lars. I wanted to at least get a 1 count. That was legitimately me fucking up. Psst, tag. This said, remember to break your fall. I am going to fuck you up. The animation for picking people up are very funny. Oh my goodness, Lars has done it. What a reversal. The Hig Boys have won and will continue on to Snow Slamania. Unbelievable. Items obtained. We got a winter gun. Leveling up our tag team. Not quite to the next level, like we got with Muchacho Man right off the back. Level up Stag Logan. That's not Stag. That's the other one. Oh, I'm getting Stag and Brink mixed up. Brink is you. Stag is the moose. Stag is the moose, eh? And Brink, that is Brett. And that's Stu Hart there. Rhino. Oh, they made him a moose instead of a rhino. Stu's name for Jim Neidhart is Rhino. Dude, you were awesome as always. So clean, so precise. It's no wonder why they call you the expert of execution. Hey-o. Excellence of execution, of course, trademarked by Bret Hart. Ha, more like the expert in excretion, wouldn't you say, Flowers? Ja, something certainly smelled tonight, and it wasn't mine hot chocolate. You Matt Lickers sure do have a way of ruining a good mood, don't you, eh? A good mood? Why would losing put you in a good mood? Because we did our job, wool for brains. All that matters is how well we play our parts. Oh, I don't know. Winning is pretty important, right, Flaws? Not that you two would know. Good point. Maybe one day we'll be talented enough that someone can hand us a scripted victory too. You don't think we could beat you for real? Do you doubt the girth of our coziness? Anytime the Higgs boys want to shoot, just say the word, and we'll show you what real wrestling is like. Great job in there, you slam junkies. The crowd loved it. This will be our best Snow Slam-mania yet. Ja, especially when the Hig boys win it all. Come on, Flars. Brink, Swag, you guys never cease to amaze me. You are the backbone of this organization, maybe even the whole sport. Man, for being the backbone, it sure does feel like we get boned. I guess that would be 2 PG-13, 2R. All right, that's enough. Let's go hit the hay, which in your case may be literal. Yeah, that's a misconception. Mooses sleep in the leaves. Oh, the multiple moose are still moose, not mooses. I should have known that from my years of watching Rocky and Bullwinkle. Go home. It's at the top of the town. And can I save here? Yeah, let's go ahead and save here. Ooh, a WrestlePedia. Let's end this episode with a little bit of WrestlePedia. Wrestle Raider. This is just our characters and stuff. I thought this was going to literally have like shoot, work, kayfabe, and all that other wrestling shenanigans. Yeah, let's go ahead and save here. And I never saved my first game. Makes sense. I didn't even make it this far in my first game. So that'll be it for this stream. That is WrestleQuest, an RPG wrestling game, turn-based combat. We are Bret Hart and Macho Man Randy Savage. Whoops. I wasn't supposed to click over there. So that was the stream for today. Coming up on co-host audition tomorrow, we will do Trisha Paytas. Oh, what's the guy? It's a more obscure guy dancing with something on Tuesday. I think I'll do James Rolfe Wednesday. I haven't been doing two larger names in a while. Just been spacing them out. Trisha Paytas and James Rolfe co-host audition. Yeah, I believe that'll be this week. And co-host auditioning James's tour of the Nerd Studio. I believe Red Cow podcast, they blew up from talking about that very strange tour of James's studio, and just goes to further prove the Angry Video Game Nerd movie broke James Rolfe, and now it is just in an undead zombie state, still making money, still paying all his bills, but boy does James not enjoy doing that for the past 10 years. It's been like longer that James lost his passion for the Angry Video Game Nerd than what it's been that James actually enjoyed making those videos. And what an awkward fellow James was. So yeah, that'll be the week in co-host auditions. Trisha Paytas, some lesser known guy dancing with something or other on Tuesday. James Rolfe on Wednesday. TikTok around the clock on Thursday. And then hopefully next Wednesday, after the Wednesday co-host audition, I will be on with Annie. Thank you for joining, Annie. We have been talking about relaunching her show, gotten further along in actually doing that than I did with Ari Jane, who decided to go with Dr. Chow instead, and we saw how that worked out for her. Silly Ari Jane, you chose poorly. But I hope you chose wisely, Annie. I think we could have something fun going. You're a bigger gamer than I am, but we did get a nice little talk about what we can do the show on with me in there helping you out. And yeah, that will not be this week. That will be next week. So join for some more co-host auditioning and TikToking around the clock, 11:30 a.m. Eastern, all this week. And Annie person turquoise waving. It's funny how it just gave me the actual you put in the emoji and it just gave me the text over here. Thank you all so much for joining, and now feel free to go away.
Well, it looks like that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for going on this adventure with me. It's fun being with friends. I'll see you next time. Bye now.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
Places all join hands, circle left. Now circle right and listen to me. LS, MFT. Elementary corners like swinging on a gate. To right to you, honey, with the right left eight. Grand right and left around you go. Lucky strike means fine tobacco. Meet your honey and give her a whirl. All swing around with the little girls. Smoke 'em, then you'll see. LS, MFT. Promenade and don't you fall. Promenade around the hall. Lucky strike is first again with tobacco men. Promenade straight down the pike. It's time right now for a lucky strike. Yes, for smoking that you're bound to like, you just can't beat a lucky strike.